Okay, so don't care about that right there. Don't care about that right there. Source control. I need to check out the repo. Remote. Add remote. Allow. Open. Continue. Let's see. Remote. Pull. From GitHub. Grocery application. Let's make sure I didn't. I did. Okay, delete that. Hmm. Folder currently open does not have a escape. Let me just try and restart this. So I love showing these kind of videos, warts and all, so y'all can see what kind of difficulty you might come up against here. Why is this purple mattress on here? Why is that showing? Get out of there. Okay, here we go. Come over here. Close that. We're going to come over here to our source control. We're going to clone a repo. We're going to come over here to Git. We're going to switch to that branch. Copy that. Days ago, blah, blah, blah. This is the one we need right there. You know what? Let me just merge those changes up to, I'm going to cheat here. We're going to do a pull request on this one here. And we're just going to merge these changes up to master. You don't usually do that until you're done working on your code. But since I'm going to cheat the system here, and I'm being a little lazy, and I'm going to go ahead and merge it, confirm it, delete that branch, go back over here. So now, when I say clone from GitHub, say allow, open, continue. Oh no, an error occurred. Please restart the sign-in process from the editor. What is the heck is going on here? I wonder if that's my, I wonder if that's my 6-digit sign-in dilly. What's it there? Excuse me. Let's see here. Okay. 517-341. Nope. Figured that wasn't gonna work. There is no linked account. Add an account. Add an account. Back. That's not what I want to do. Close that. That's my Azure. That I'm not worried about. We're going to need to go to here, say clone repo. Go back over here. Go to the repo. Copy that. Paste that. Enter. Select. Open. Okay, close that. And I'm on master. Now I should be able to come up here, click this, go to add, oh, no, that's add remote. Create branch from, no, we're not creating a, oh, I guess, yeah, because those changes were merged. So I'm working smarter, not hard. I'm working harder, not smarter. So now if I open up a terminal window, escape there, view terminal, ls-l, there we go. Now I'm on the right branch. Okay, so now I'm going to create a branch in this repo, and it's going to be get checkout. So get branch, get checkout. Dash B. We're going to call it SQL updates. Actually, we're going to call it grocery application updates SQL updates. Okay, now I'm going to make a directory. I call it SQL scripts get status. Okay. Come up here to changes. L get add SQL scripts get status. Okay. Now I'm going to cd space SQL scripts. There's nothing in there. So now I'm going to create a new SQL script. We want to connect to our local host, which we already are. And we're going to create a new database. Say new query. I wonder what manage will let me do here. That lets me search existing databases. I wonder if this will show active, show new, blase, that's PowerShell. I don't have PowerShell there. Explore. That's going to be my Git stuff there. And so now, let me close that. I don't need that yet. I might come over here and do that. Add a new file. We're going to call it grocery schema SQL. And then we're going to change to, we're going to have to create a new database. So to create a new database, what you'll have to do is come over here and just Google SQL add new database, SQL Server. And then we're not going to do it that way. This is what we're going to do. We need to use the SQL create database. There we go. Let's copy. Let's create. Man, it's a lot of stuff in there. I'm not trying to do all of that. It's much easier to do it in SSMS, but we gotta learn. We gotta learn. I wonder if there's a way. See, I'm looking for. Well, let's see. Is there a create database in here? Is there a create extension? SQL. Let's look for SQL here. Insights. Oh, we're gonna want this. We're gonna want that. Yeah, we're gonna want that. But we'll do it later. We'll do it later. Let's see. Okay, DB blah 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 blah. T-SQL checker. How do I create a database in SQL? SQL Server, Studio Code, database. Let's refresh. I want to see if there's a way to just do the whole oh, I clicked on the PowerShell, didn't I? I didn't mean to do that. If there's a way to just create a new database in here somewhere, like right click, create new database. That'd be nice. Yeah, see, that's not quite what I'm trying to do. Let's see. SQL, open SQL file. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Let's try it that way. New file. Let's go over here. It is SQL. Control K and M. Control K. There we go. Nope, that's not what I'm trying to do. There's a way to do this, but I'm trying to. Get out of there. Control Shift P or F1. F1, there we go. Create database. Yeah, why is it not showing? Let's connect. Okay. Would it be F1 SQL? Yeah, it's not there. F1 SQL con? No, it's not doing it. MS SQL, that's not there. MS SQL. Okay, well, let's try it this way then. We will open up Visual Studio Code. So no, that should be over there. Alrighty. Plain text, F1, SQL, connect. Let's see if it's gonna let me do that over there. SQL. It's already installed there. Connect. Localhost. It's thinking about it. What's going on there, but connect. Oh, come on. MS SQL. Connect. Yep, change that. SQL. No, that's my local host. Database name. Master. SQL login. SA. Yep. So that's connecting to there. All right, let's close that Python there. And we'll hit F1 again. SQL. I am making this harder than I should be. It's connected to a server. And SQL. See, it's not there. Oh, that's the wrong one. One SQL. Yeah, that should let me do what it says I should be able to do there. It says I should be able to type SQL to get code snippets. Screw it. I'm going to do it this way. Copy this. Close my Visual Studio Code. Get rid of you. And in here, I'm going to use master. Ooh. Type paste. There we go. And instead of it being called tutorial B, we're going to call this grocery list. Down here and call it grocery list. Like so. And close that. We're going to run that. Bam. So now we have our grocery list SQL database. We should be able to come over here and refresh the databases and see grocery list over there now. We've got tables. Refresh that. There's no tables in there. So we're going to create a table now. And we're going to leave this as part of our script in here. I'm going to not call this tutorial, I'm going to call it grocery list. I'm going to add a table. So we said we needed multiple tables. We need a table that is going to allow us to check a list of items that we've already ordered. And then we're going to need, actually, yeah, that's going to be a store proc. That's going to be a proc that we're going to run. So as of right now, we only need one table. And if we remember what we did last night, and for right now, sorry, for right now, myself something to drink there. We're going to call this table not grocery list, we're going to call it shopping list, plural. Okay, and if we remember what we did the other night, let's go back to it. And we're going to do that unique identifier logic again. Right here. I believe this is what we looked at last night. Maybe not. Was it this one here? I think it was this one right here. Yeah. So it's toward the bottom here. There it is. I'm going to copy that right there. Come back over to our schema, and I think we're going to call it unique ID. And then if memory serves, there it is, new ID, default new ID right there. That's what we want to do. And then we wanted to have, I'm trying to draw this from memory here. First name, var char, I think it was 30 bytes. And it's going to be not null. Last name is var char for another 30 bytes. Also not null. If memory serves, excuse me, we actually have a item name. Actually, I think I'm making this. There we go. This actually should be item name. This should be item quantity. Make that a little bit bigger. Control plus. There we go. Okay. The item quantity is going to be an integer. Int, not null. Item name, item quantity, item price is going to be a decimal. We'll leave the decimal defaults in there. And then taxable, I believe what we decided was is taxable. And that's going to be a bit, which is again a 0 or 1, not null. And then finally, we're going to have added by 30, not null. Updated, added by added date, varchar. Nope, I'm sorry. Date, not null. Updated by, this is going to be varchar 30 again. That can be nullable. Updated date is going to be a date, nullable. And then finally, we're going to have deleted indicator. It's going to be a bit. And the default will be a 0. Bit, not null. Okay. So that's the net makeup of our table here. And then we're also going to do the same thing we did here. And we're going to put a condition on this and say if this table does not exist, we're going to do this. We're going to say select table name, not from sys's.databases. This is going to be select from information schema. tables. Table name, where table name in, and we're going to put this as DBO dot shopping lists. We're going to copy that up here. Like so. If it does not exist, then what we're going to do is we are going to say begin here, end, and go. So what this does here, just to kind of let you know, is if this table exists, well, this is if this table does not exist, then it's going to create the table. So let's actually try to run this and see what happens here. So now, if we come back over and let's actually make a new query file here. Come down to this, we'll refresh this. Refresh tables. And maybe I didn't. Let's just get rid of that right there. Let's see what happens there. Run it. Refresh. Oh, you know what? See, I did it again. I did it. Okay, I need to come over to the right database and run that. And then this, I'm going to have to comment out here. Actually, we're going to say use grocery list. Ooh, like that. Now if I run that, and then I say refresh over here, I should have a table over there. There we go. That's what happens when you don't use the right logic there. As what I was talking about in the last video. You got to watch that little drop down. All right, so now I've created a table, and I can run this script all day now. I mean, it won't error out because this condition is being met here, and it won't keep creating new tables out there. See, if you don't have this out there, I'll show you what happens. You'll get an error because the table already exists. And we'll just double comment those out. Now, if I run this, I should get an error. Yep, see, it says there's already an object called shopping lists in the database. There we go. Go. All right, so what we can do is we can copy these conditions anytime we use this particular script. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we are going to create a procedure, stored proc, that will do a very simple select. We need to do an insert stored proc. So the first thing you do is you create an insert. Like this. That. And we'll just make it a real simple insert. And then we'll copy these fields here. And we don't have to copy the unique identifier field because that field is automatically populated when we do our insert. So anytime you don't have to come up with one, it'll come up with one for you. There's a couple of keyboard shortcuts I wish they had here. There we go. Okay, so now I'm just gonna get rid of this stuff here. Actually, I could just type it out faster. It's probably faster. Item name, item price, item quantity, is taxable, added by, added date, and delete indicator. So we don't have to add the nullable fields already because they're just going to be null. But the ones that are not null, we definitely have to add stuff into. Values. Okay, so let's test out and insert into this table. Alex Horton. Actually, that's not what I'm doing. Item 1, quantity is going to be 1. Price is going to be $12.99. Is taxable is going to be false. Added by is going to be today's date, 1940. Added by is going to be actually me, Alex. Edit date is going to be 2020. Today is the 12/09. And then deleted indicator is 0. And let's run this and see what happens. And we should just be able to do this repeatedly. So I'm hitting F5. Now, if I do a select, and then I hit F5, we should have all of the rows I just inserted in there. And so there we go. And they all have unique identifiers there. Even though this data is going to be the same, they all have unique identifiers. My updated by is uh-oh, close that. My updated by is null and my updated date is null. And my deleted indicator is also a 0. But as long as this column here is unique, I can insert records all day into this thing. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. So this is an insert statement here that we're going to create a stored procedure out of. So what we're going to do next is let's sequester some of our stuff here. And then this is going to be just writing a note there for what I'm doing. Create main grocery list table there. And this is going to be a stored proc here. Now, even though we're doing this and it's unique, what we want to do is what's called a safe insert. And so what a safe insert allows you to do is it will allow you to create an insert statement that if you have key fields that like this unique ID field, even though it's going to be unique every time, what we're going to do just to make sure that this thing doesn't one day create and it should be virtually impossible for this to happen, excuse me, is to create, let's say this ID got duplicated somehow. What we can do is we can do a, well, that's if you're doing a temporary table. I guess you can do that too, now that I think about it. Yes. So, yeah, we'll do it this way. That's probably going to be the easier way to do it. So, let's look up how to do a stored procedure. Okay, so stored procs usually start with an SP. So you want to call it create procedure, and it's going to be in the DBO schema. And this is going to be called SUSP underscore, and we're going to call it insert new rows. Okay. And we'll come down here. There's some keywords that you want to have in there. Set no count on, there it is. We're going to use this as a template here, and I'll kind of explain what this is all doing here. Copy that. And boom, boom. This is our templated copy here. And since we're already doing our use up here, we don't have to redo it down there. But we're going to do the same stuff that we did here and copy that. And what we need to do is see if we can say and we're going to do a conditional create of a stored proc. Bam. No, that's not what I want. There's a specific way to do that. SQL Server. this over the last year. That's not it. That's an alter. I have to look at that to see how to do that. Bear with me for 1 second here. It's over here. Okay, I had to consult the pro here, the pros. I asked one of my coworkers at the basic syntax. So since we're going to be doing this store procedure here, so we need to do a select on this one here. If exists, that's what we want. And we're going to do select star from sys objects where object ID, or is it lowercase object ID, object ID, there we go, equals uppercase object ID. Ooh. And it's going to be in, and it's going to be our store procedure. Bam, like that. And type. And we're going to make that an N. So P for procedure. And PC. And then down here we're going to say drop procedure. This one right here. That. No. That needs to go up here. Because it's a conditional. That's going to be the drop procedure. Go. And then is our create procedure here. So with the store procedure, you're going to use what's called scalar variables. I'll talk about that in the next video. Until then, have a good one and peace.